Beaming from the Business Marketing Classroom at Allen Thornton Career Technical Center with your host, Ruben Julio, Cruiser, Sandra, and myself, Pierce, this is ATR, Allen Thornton Radio. Hey everybody, and welcome to this fourth episode of Allen Thornton Radio here from the Business Marketing Classroom at Allen Thornton Career Technical Center. And I'm here with some of my cohorts like Cruiser.
It sounded like you said the abysmal marketing classroom.
Oh, it's not. Sandra.
Hey.
And Ruben Julio.
Hola.
And there we go.
Hello.
This is the usual translator. Hello. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Man, this is, I'm very excited about this. Thanksgiving's coming up later this week. First off, though, I have got to leave the room for just a few minutes, so I'm going to leave the reins here with Cruiser. And he's got some very special guests, I should say, that he's going to be talking with here in just a few seconds. So, Cruiser, you care to take over?
Sure enough. Well, we have our two very special guest stars, Mr. Dennis Hargett and Miss Kimberly Gray. They're here to talk to you about the National Technical Honor Society. And would you like to start off by telling us what really the National Technical Honor Society is supposed to do?
The National Technical Honor Society is an opportunity for students who are excelling in their career tech classes to compete for scholarships. There's about $160,000 of scholarships each year that are given away. So that was one of the most important reasons we wanted to get this started. It provides leadership opportunity and just helps you have a lot of links to job boards and various careers out there and businesses.
So it's a big gateway into like going straight into what you're wanting to do instead of going around things. You get scholarships for like what you actually want to go to college for, right?
Yes.
All right, that sounds good. And then what really helped get the National Technical Honor Society going here? Did this take a long time to get started? Is it just something that you decided to get up this year because you heard about it and you loved it?
It is something we've been talking about in the past year, Miss Joyner and myself, and then when Miss Gray came aboard, we just kind of put it out there, and she really took off with it, and we want to do recognition. This is a way to recognize our students who are coming to Allen Thornton. You know, we have National Honor Societies and Beta Clubs on our high school campuses, but we wanted to do something here at Allen Thornton to recognize these students as well for their hard work, and that's where we came up with a National Technical Honor Society.
Well, that's great. It's nice to have a school that you can go to that actually cares about how you're doing after your high school years and all that stuff. Is there any requirements that has to be fulfilled?
Yes. I'll let you tell those since you've been scanning over those.
Yeah, they have to have an overall GPA of 3.5, which is about a 90 average overall. And this includes all their classes, not just their career tech classes. It includes their academic courses, their core courses, everything that they've taken since 9th grade. And they also have to have at least 2 years of classes here at Allen Thornton. Either they've already been here for 2 semesters. They've either already been here for 2 semesters or they've signed up for this semester and one more. So if they've done that, they can meet those requirements. But the main thing is the overall GPA. And of course, we look at attendance, we look at discipline, and make sure there are no infractions as far as that's concerned.
Okay, so it has to be a good all-around student to basically get into the National Technical Honor Society. That
Yes.
sounds good. That sounds pretty good. Is there anything else you guys like to mention?
Just maybe some of our important dates coming up. On December 4th, we have an informational meeting that'll be in the auditorium. Mr. Hargett and I have already passed out those invitations to the students that we have looked through their grades and that kind of thing, and looked like they might meet the requirements. So we've already delivered those to each of those students. Around January the 15th, we'll have the membership deadline, so they'll have to make up their mind if they want to join or not. And then around the 24th, we'll be doing officer elections, so they can be thinking about whether or not they want to run for an office. And then, of course, on the 30th, we're having a induction of officers and members induction as well, and it's going to be a really fun night. We're inviting parents, having a reception. It's going to be a very important night.
Out of curiosity, what do the officers do?
We will be involved in at least one service project, so they'll be heading that up and organizing that. Just all the duties that come along with the organization will be handed over to the officers.
All right, that sounds pretty good.
We want this to be a student-led organization. We're going to be the advisors and
Mentors,
any questions they
etc.
have for that, we will do that. But we want this to be something that the students get involved in and also gain some leadership skills, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's apparently a big thing when you go into a college is they want to make sure that you're a leader, that you won't just follow the crowd. From what I've noticed, at least, with all the leadership scholarships that, colleges tend to give out.
This will look good on your resume, and as far as later on, when job opportunities come about and they say you're part of this honor society, that will show that you were a good student. We're hoping it'll help them there as well.
You need all the help you can get to get a job around here. Good gracious. But I hope we've given you guys enough detailed information on the National Technical Honor Society, and if that's something you're interested in, maybe you could talk to Mr. Hargett or Miss Gray. And, that sounds like it's about it.
Yeah, we are human, so if we have, if a student thinks that maybe that they didn't get an invitation and then maybe they thought they should, if they have a question about that, they can come to me or Miss Gray, and we'll be glad to go over it with them and make sure, because we don't want to miss anyone. We want everyone to have this opportunity, but you also got to meet all the guidelines.
All right. Well, it was great having you guys on the podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's great having them on the podcast. I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm very glad that Miss Gray is here. It's nice to have such a new person come in and her be so proactive in the goings on at the school.
Hey, okay, I'm back. Sorry, had to run electronics technology there for a second and talk to some of the people over there. Anyways, all right. So how was the interview, guys? You enjoy talking to Mr. Hargett, Miss Gray?
Yeah, it's always great talking to them.
Yeah, I passed by them on the way back here, and they said they had a great time in here. So first off, now that I'm back, the show gonna go on.
The show went on for 6 minutes without you.
Way to bum down someone's ego, dude.
Oh, you know that buzz?
I needed it.
I just killed it.
All right, so we did want to thank everybody, or wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. So, guys, what do you guys have for going on for your Thanksgiving this upcoming week, or may have already done? We just start with Ruben Julio.
Thanksgiving? Well, it's going to be at one of my many cousins' houses. I have no idea. If you can imagine what we could be serving there, it's not the average regular Thanksgiving food.
You have tacos.
We got probably a turkey. We probably end up putting some spices on that.
Chile.
More chile. Then after that, you grab the bottle of chile and put more on there. And
Guys, he brought chili pops in here today, like little lollipop things.
That's disgusting, and you should hate him for it.
It was mango. No,
Hey, man.
It was mango. It's like mango flavor, and it was covered in chili. That doesn't even make sense.
Hey,
You know what?
Chile.
Hey.
Hey.
Even the stick was covered in chile.
Oh,
Hey.
goodness.
Everyone's
I'm
saying
just
chile.
saying, man. All the chicas like it, all right?
Okay.
Yeah, man. When you
All
go,
right,
go to Hispanic, just stick it out. Hey, want
Is
one?
that how I get the chicas?
Okay, well, enough with Ruben's Thanksgiving lollipops. Sandra, what do you guys have planned
Chile
up
and
this
chicas.
weekend?
I'm actually going to my uncle's house, and everyone's meeting up there, and we're going to have a big feast.
Well, Cruiser.
I'm actually having some relatives come down from Tennessee. It's going to be awesome because they have a baby, and his name's Eli, and he's awesome.
I've already had 2 Thanksgivings. One Saturday and one Sunday. The first one was at my house on Saturday. Had a ton of family over. And then we went to my grandmother's house on Sunday. And then we've still got 3 or 4 other houses to go to this Thursday. I am going to be stuffed to the rim. It's
That
gonna
is
be
not the
ridiculous.
phrase. Stuff to the brim, and I don't even think that is a phrase.
Brim?
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 You know what?
Rims?
Rims of a car.
Hey,
Rims of a car.
I'm going to be stuffed. You're going to see dressing in my eyeballs.
Ew.
All right, no, that's not going to be
That's
attractive. It's not going to be attractive. It'll
It's
be like that
not.
for about a week.
He's got to stay out of school for about a week so he doesn't scare people.
I'm okay with
And
that.
that's
Anyway.
that. Oh, shameless plug.
Shameless plug. All right, so I think they did mention this earlier, the December 4th meeting about the National Technical Honor Society participants. If you met all the requirements that Miss Kimberly Gray and Mr. Dennis Hargett, they will be letting you know to come to the meeting, and so keep your fingers crossed. Cruiser, I want to kind of give a shout out to you. Were you not invited to that?
I was invited to that. I don't know how it's going to work out with my glorious pre-cal grade, but it should be fine either way.
All right. Well, you know what? Congratulations on getting on being selected as one of the possible members.
Whoop, whoop.
Are you thinking about doing it?
Why would I not do it?
Awesome. All right, so I do want to say that the tailgate party last week, it was a huge success. Had a lot of fun out there. Thanks to all those who came out. We were going. Yeah, the peanuts were great. We had originally planned on doing some recording stuff out there, but we didn't have our recording stuff there, so we didn't really get to. So sorry about that, guys. But I did want to put in a little thing that I did here. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
I am the reigning Connect 4 champion against Miss Pongetti and Miss Wallace, so I'm pretty proud of myself right now. Yeah. They're going to kill me for talking about that. And the Centraport testing will return when we come back from break. Cruiser and Sandra will be working on geometrics to refresh before they test on Friday, December 6th. The remainder of our class will be in preparation for the work keys test on December 12th, so good luck to you guys, good luck to myself, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need it.
Shout out to PowerPoint and Word.
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 So I think right now, pun of the week.
Pun of the week. All right. The pun of the week is, 2 antennas met on a roof, fell in love, and got married. The ceremony wasn't much, but the reception was excellent.
You know what we didn't do?
What didn't we do?
Around the room.
Around the room.
Around the room. Ribbon. What'd you do this weekend?
This weekend?
Worked.
Worked about 20 hours.
Oh, goodness.
20 hours? Welcome to the club.
Yeah,
He's been working
21.
Yeah, Salsa and Chips have became my friend. I talk to him right before I give them out.
Really? I'm deep
It's
friends
been nice
with
knowing you.
Fork.
Yes. And, hung out with some buddies. We went, actually, you were there.
Yeah, I was so sweet to him on Sunday.
Oh, yes, but I also repaid him.
Tell me, guys, this was very much worth it. I went and Ruben randomly texts me. He's just like, what's up? And he's like, could you come pick me up from work and just mess with me? I was like, dude, if you give me cheese dip, I will come and get you from work and take you home.
Yeah,
and he sure did.
I was like, all right, man.
He got me. He hooked me up with some cheese dip, and we went back to my house, and we hung out and talked. We fed my squirrel, and we hung out for a good bit. It was like 11:30, and we were like, oh man, we need to get you home.
Yeah,
country boy's got a pet squirrel.
That's what always. I don't like you. Anyway, I'm not a country boy. I do not take that title at all. All right, so Sandra, what happened to you this weekend?
This weekend I went to an audition in Huntsville and I made it.
Yeah, okay, well, audition.
For a showcase, it's with JRP Productions, and it's where 250 agents come out and you get complete exposure. And I actually met one of the boys that did it last year, and he was in the movie The Butler that came out. He's in a movie that's coming out Homefront this Thanksgiving, and he was also in a sci-fi movie, and this is from doing JRP.
So I'm guessing, from you were saying something about, I'm guessing this is for acting, correct?
Yes, it is.
All right, well, cool. Well, congratulations on that. And, Cruiser, what did you do this weekend?
I didn't really get anything done this weekend, but I did have Mexican Thursday. I worked, Tristan. I worked at my job, which is part of the reason I didn't do anything this weekend, Tristan. But as far as yesterday goes, yesterday, though, we went on Mexican Thursday, had a really huge turnout with, around 8 people there.
Yeah.
And then 2 surprise guests that really showed up and made everything even more fun.
Yes.
We had a lot of fun. It was everybody in here except for Sandra. Sandra's a loser and decided not go.
Go where?
Okay,
Mexican Thursday. Sandra doesn't listen to you guys.
I'm just kidding. No one invited me.
The invitation is
The
always
invitation is
there.
open for everybody, even to all of our listeners out there.
It's even open to Miss Davis.
Allen Thornton
even though she never
Radioland.
goes.
Miss Davis hasn't been yet. We cry every time.
We cry every time. We have a full hour. We were out till 8 o'clock. One of those hours were spent crying because Miss Davis was not there.
Honestly, I can see this happening. She's walking towards Cece's, and then she sees it and just turns right back around and walks forward.
Actually, the glass was reflective, so she did not see us.
There was
she might have walked in.
Although when we did walk in, I did notice that there were some cops outside before, and when we walked in, they left. So I think they just knew it's like we don't want to mess with these people.
Yeah, we don't want to mess with all these.
It's probably because they saw me and they're like, we need backup.
Yeah.
This guy, he's bad. He's very. No one knows what he can do.
He's vicious.
You know,
Because he knows
Juno
Mexican
now.
judo.
Juno.
Mexican judo.
Okay.
Anyway.
And I pretty much told you about my
Shut
weekend.
up.
YOLO.
YOLO.
So I've already went over my pretty much weekend, although we did have a lot of fun all hanging out yesterday. All right, so Miss Carol Pace, our district technology teacher, said that she liked the podcast. We want to thank her for the kind words. And just walking around school, people have always been, saying how much they like the podcast. Oh, I didn't tell you guys this yesterday. Oh, surprise review. Guess who I saw at the tailgate party?
Who did you see at the tailgate party?
Mr. Greg Springer. He came back, and he came back to see everybody, and you guys weren't there, so I got to see him. I got to shake his hands.
Okay.
And so a huge shout out to him because he says that he's been listening to all of our shows.
Okay.
He's really been keeping up with us. He said that he loved them. So so thank you for listening, Mr. Springer.
Okay.
Well, you had to go back to school, so.
Okay.
It's called. You don't even mention a text. A call.
Okay.
Well, you know what. Anyway. So thank you all for everybody there. Oh, also, the Sydney Safe Foundation, that is still going on. Please bring your canned foods and everything to that, because the next pickup will be around Christmas. So for all those kids in need, have Christmas food. And Cruiser's now crying over in the corner. All right, so if you have any feedback, positive or negative, if it is negative, make sure
Preferably
that it is,
negative.
Yeah, we want negative feedback so we can improve on what we've got. Make sure it is family friendly. We might put it on the podcast for everybody to hear.
We're desperate at this point. Say anything you want. We'll bleep words out.
Shoot us an email to atctcradio@gmail.com. We have anything else to add in there?
Not really. I mean, that's basically everything.
I think everything sounds good. So, anyways, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Everybody, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, from all of us here at Allen Thornton Radio. And we'll see you on the next episode of Allen Thornton Radio.
Adios.
We're a little late, so good night, folks.